President Bola Tinubu is expected to receive the draft National Policing Bill on September 3, as the Presidency opens a public portal for Nigerians to submit memoranda before the legislation is transmitted to the National Assembly. Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, says the 7-week process is designed to ensure broad consultation and a comprehensive legal framework.
The question before the country is how we transform our policing architecture to become more responsive to the realities of our communities. Thus, our central task is now to design a lawful, professional, and sustainable federal and state policing system that places greater capability closer to the people.
The proposed law is intended to complement the constitutional amendment on state policing by defining national standards, funding, jurisdiction, and accountability, while allowing states to establish their own police services. Again, here's the Chief of Staff to the President.
The constitutional amendment creates the authority, if you like, the permission, and broad architecture for federal and state policing. However, it does not by itself provide the complete operating system. It does not settle the questions on standards, certification, recruitment, training, funding, command, or jurisdiction complaints.
Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun says the legislation must strike the right balance between national standards and the operational independence of state police.
Where do the powers of the federal police stop? Where do the powers of the state police start?
Meanwhile, the National Economic Council has approved a new $4.5 billion financing facility expected to free up more funds for infrastructure, strengthen Nigeria's external reserves, and ease pressure on public finances. The facility, known as Project Gazelle 2, will refinance the existing arrangement on more favorable terms. Finance Minister Taiwo Idele explains.
In a way to find means of reducing the cost of those facilities, Project Gazelle 2 facility was presented to Council for approval, which would enable NNPCL to be able to embark on a $4.5 billion Project Gazelle 2 facility.
Earlier, Vice President Kashim Shettima urged members of the National Economic Council to adopt responsive and data-driven social protections policies. He said government decisions must reflect the needs of Nigerians.
The agenda before us is an act of attention. It shows a council listening to the polls, beneath the statistics, and asking whether policy is keeping pace with the needs of our people. We return with that obligation before us. We must listen closely, decide wisely, and ensure that government is failed while life is saved.
The federal government says the reforms are aimed at strengthening national security, improving economic resilience, and delivering better outcomes for Nigerians. From the State House in Abuja, Hakeem Hamzat, RBN News.